What's up, everybody? It's me back at it again with part 6 of the Ultimate Guide to Yakuza Blender Renders tutorial. Now, you might be wondering, there's differences. For one, uh, why are you using Windows 11? Well, that's because I have a new computer. That's why. And it runs everything much better. So what I'm going to show you today is the basics of what places, how to import areas in Blender. But you can also import weapons, like for example, give me a second to find this blend file. All right, this is fucking messy. Let me clean this up a little bit. All right, so hold on. This render right here. Okay, there. Like here, I'll also be showing how to import these models, these area models. They don't have rigs because they're not character models. They are they're basically static meshes. That's what these are, and I'll show you how to import them in just a second. All right, let's go back, create a new Blender file. We can turn this off, delete everything. But before we do that, we actually need to find character models. We need to find the models for the game. All right. So you want to go into Steam or wherever you have your game located. If you have Steam, see I have Yakuza Like a Dragon. We're gonna go here. We're gonna go into this settings tab, and we're gonna click here where it says Manage, and we're gonna click Browse Local Files. Now we can go into Yakuza 7's battle files. All right, so you want to go into this data folder. If you don't have mods, you won't see this mods folder or the RMM stuff. Just ignore that. We're going to go into data. And now that we're in the game's actual files, what we want to do here is we want to go to stage here. I already did some of these, but I didn't really do anything with these rep models. But I'll just want to show you guys the two types of. Actually, I don't think I need to show you guys two. Whatever. What I'm talking about is I want to show you guys what let's say you want to make a render in Isazaki and Jincho, or maybe Yoko. Nah, that's literally it. Or Sotembori or Kamurocho or whatever. Even Hawaii or one of the Yakuza 5 cities. I don't know. For one, it's a lot harder in the pre-Dragon Engine games. I'm not sure about Zero, Kiwami, 5 Rishin, but I know it's kind of hard to determine in Dragon Engine. But for this tutorial, we are going to be using Yokohama. So we're just going to wait for this to load. So we're just going to wait for that to extract. All right, I'm going to cut off right here, and then once it's done, I'll show off the method I use to get the streets and certain artifacts or whatever. Oh, I don't even have to cut off. Anyways, give me a second. Alright, so what I use to get locations of things in, let's say I want to get it in Ijincho. What I use is the actual game's map. You can find this on Google or open the game up and look for the place yourself. But usually what I do is I observe the game's map and I see what's in certain places. And basically, here, I just look for certain artifacts and let's say I want to make it on the pier, Hamakita Park Avenue. I don't need this game anymore. Now that I know where I want to put it, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go show you a place that I will leave the link in the description on where to get. Uh, where you can find artifacts in Yokohama specifically. All right. So in you'll see this link. It's called YAKUZA 7 stage.par. It has all of these like resources. Like you'll see a ton of these like um, well you'll see like all of this stuff and whatever. What's really important for this tutorial is here, stage underscore Yokohama. This is where you can find like a bunch of things. And if your area also already doesn't have a Japanese name, I'd suggest looking here for the place that you were there, the place that you want to go. Like, for example, Survive Bar is in this area, Noge. So there's no dragon card area here. So yeah, we can't really do much about dragon card. But I don't think this is the same as Hamakita. Actually, let me check Yakuza 7 again. Alright, just wanted to check something real quick. If Yamashita Park is a different place and files, or this might even be Hamakita. I'm not seeing a Yamashita. So this might be one of the. It might be this. I'm guessing. So yeah. Back here. I don't think they talk. There's nothing said about these. This isn't a finished list, seemingly, but there's a lot of stuff that's listed here already. Like, I mean, there isn't like every single file listed, but it's a pretty good amount. So we were originally going to do that part of Hamakita Park, but instead we'll do a Survive Bar instead, because for simplicity's sake. So back into Blender, we're going to go to File, Import, Yakuza Unskinned GMD for modeling this time. So you want to find where your Steam folder is. So you go to Program Files, Steam Apps, Common, Yakuza Dragon, Runtime, Media, Data, and Stage. Now we're going to go to Yokohama, Stage. You'll see all these folders. What we want right now is file underscore area underscore BG, because common doesn't have a lot. This is all it has, and you won't find anything. All right, this is where all the good stuff is. So what you want to do here is you want to go to the stage.par listing. You want to look for the place you want to go, and you can just copy this or search for the keyword. Let's just copy it, and we have it right here. Common, and now we have a bunch of these. Now, if we look at that in the files, we just scroll, Yokohama, stage, file area BG. Go inside here, common. There's also going to be these text archives. These are important for like what the textures are looking like. You don't really need any of them besides you need all of them actually. But I'll show you why this isn't enough in just a little bit. Let's just extract those. All right, now that they're extracted, let's actually import the models. All right, so give me a second. All right, so let's just import these. We'll talk about what they actually do in a little bit. All right, so immediately you'll realize they don't import at the center like the skinned GMDs do. So we're just gonna zoom out, look for it. Uh, so basically, the models with the H are usually like the extra details, like for example, the lamps, the pictures on the walls, and some other stuff. Some extra stuff that really adds to the feel of areas. These L textures are the walls, not the textures. I'm not sure if these do anything else, but they are walls. And the M textures are extra props, basically. So we're just going to do that for everything now. All right. Now that we have all our models in, let's import it. Let's just show it in this view port for a second. All right. Let's turn all these on. All right. So we haven't converted these textures yet. They're in DDS folders. You might see them as normal textures, but we want to use Noesis once again to open these models. Not open the models, but basically fix the textures. So we're just gonna find where it is. Stage Yokohama, stage, file, common. Okay, not common, RPG. Find Nokia 3 underscore 1F. There we go. Common, text archive 0. So basically, this is the same process as YAKUZA. It's for just the charas because they're both DDS files from the same engine. They work the same. So we're just gonna folder batch each folder, and it's gonna be a lot faster because it's less textures. It's only a few hundred or whatever. So I'm just gonna copy this so I don't have to rewrite it 5 times. 6 actually. Batch process. Bam. TDS. PNG. Folder batch. Boom. 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 Wait. Edit. We already done this twice. That's weird. PJ. Folder batch. Okay. Right. Highway VH. Okay. There we go. All right. So now that we have all those folder batched, we're gonna relink those in Blender. We're gonna relink import to YAKUZA images, common. Now we're just gonna do this for each. Make sure you're importing you're relinking the PNGs and not the DDSs. All right. So let's just import those quickly. All right. And immediately you're probably already noticing there's still tons more that needs to be relinked and isn't for some reason. Actually, first let me import everything. Actually, that'll come later. No, it won't. What am I talking about? Okay, 3, 2F. Let's just import all of Survive. I don't feel like waiting for shaders to compile each time. So we'll just do this. Now, we're just gonna look for okay 3. Common H L M. We're gonna have the tree as well. Crop stages. All right. Now that we have everything open, now I'll relink the images just to make absolute sure that everything is relinked correctly. There we go. And the last one. Yeah. So once again, you're probably noticing there's still tons of more textures that haven't been linked. First, let me add a sum because I feel like adding one. Lighting this just because. Right. Oh, we're done with the lighting and playing around. It's time for the real stuff. So I'm interested in what this looks like in cycles. Yeah, leave cycles alone. Unless you want to do like realistic rendering. I'll talk about that in another video. What's important is that you want to fix this. All right. So back to Noesis. There's another folder in the Yokohama folder. So we're going to close this file here, APG. There's these text and text auto LOD-CV. These are very important. This one especially, it'll come in handy later. I'll show you why. Now we're just gonna now this is basically the same as the other ones. There's nothing extra you have to do. Just convert all the textures like before. Now this will most likely take a lot longer. There's plenty of playing more textures, but I'll just wait it out because I don't think it's like overtly a lot. I think it's probably gone through a good chunk of it already. Just a few seconds. Right. If it hits 1000, it's not done. If it hits 1300 and it's not done, then I'll go back to Blender. Right. This is not going to be weighted out. Back here, we'll focus on lighting this for now. You're wondering, how the hell do I light a scene like this? Um, you don't want to use suns for lighting survive in most cases. There's kind of not really a reason to. Alright, let's check on the Oasis. Yes, it was gonna be done pretty fast anyway. Alright, now let's import that folder. Go back, go to text, and then we're gonna import all these PNGs. Now, you can see that there's much less that's hasn't been relinked, but there's still more to be relinked, actually. That's in part due to the fact that we're missing textures from Noge 3. So, my fault. Bad. My issue. I apologize. Let me just fix that. We're at the location. So we're just going to H M. And we're just going to do the same thing I just did with the actual interiors of the survive bar. Just with the exterior. And there's much less textures, so it's going to take a lot less time. Just telling you. So, forgot about that. There, first one. And usually these texture archives have not that much textures, unless it's like the indoors or somewhere. So, yeah. Can't do cam, or else I'd be dumb. Alright, let's do it here. Batch process. Folder batch. Okay, export. Alright, now there's gonna be less, and there's gonna be even less imported textures than there was before. This is the actual Nugget 3. So we're just gonna relink images once again. It's still gonna have our what things that aren't there. Um, okay, I clicked the wrong thing. Alright, relink imported YAKUZA images. Import these. Right, now it's still looking better. Right, now it's looking a lot better. But if we observe the insides, there's still a little bit left to sort of pose. And also, you'll notice that there's a little bit of lighting here. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna take this down, and I'm going to add an Radiance volume. If you don't know what a Radiance volume is, This is how you fake, sort of, what's it called? So, so we're gonna bring that cube over here. We're gonna zoom in, see where it is. For one, I think I'm just gonna make this thing have a fall off. It's going to be max fall off. We'll put it here. Um, let's make the fall off 0. How about that? And lastly, what I'll do is I'll like flatten it so we can. And I'll also extend it and then move it back a little. There. I might actually shrink it a little bit as well. Uh, there. So you can bake that. I'd suggest having a low frame rate, having a low this rate. So I'm just gonna bake that in indirect lighting. Give it a second. It's gonna fuck up, but it will. If your computer isn't trash like my old one, it'll take a little bit, but it won't be too bad. So let's check inside. Oh, there's no improvement. It's so good. All right. So we can auto bake this and we can change the intensity to be a lot less bad. I'm actually going to delete Alien Cache. And that did something. I'm surprised. Like, I'm actually surprised. And let's give it some time. And hey, it did something. Um, One thing that's not really great about a Radiance volume is that it's not good for if you're doing like animations, it's not what you should like really pick. It's more focused on like single layer rendering, not layers. There's no layers to rendering. Um, I'll make it this bright. Maybe turn on context shadows. Also, if you don't have a shit PC, you can go to shadows, change your cube size to 4096, same as the cascade size, and you can turn on high bit depth. That's only if you don't have a trash GPU like I used to. All right. So let's say this is daytime lighting, and this is what I call this. I might rotate this, and the good thing about suns in Blender is that you don't have to like position them correctly. Maybe it'll literally adapt to whatever settings you give it. And also, you might notice there's some things that are not in view. The reason why is due to, oh yeah, I didn't even realize that it would also sort of permanently make what happened inside here, like it wouldn't affect, like if you look at outside, that's odd. Oh, no, it's not. I'm actually surprised because it shouldn't be looking like that. Right? It's because let's put that back at 1. I'm going to change this to out of this. Huh. Let's look at that. Actually doesn't change with the radiance volume. That's great, actually. I'm going to not auto bake this, actually. So, yeah. if you have a better computer, you can probably change the resolution. I'd stick to the default because there's kind of no reason to bias. You could edit that, I guess. Same with the bleed, blur. I don't know what any of these do, but you can auto bake and direct lighting. Will take a little bit more time. Now, also don't forget to you might have to rebake. Like, I'll see what this looks like. Like, this is exactly what I was envisioning. Minus the whatever that uh whatever you could call that. Um let's maybe make this less dark, I guess. There, this is like if you're making in like this black thing, I don't know how to do, like, all right, now that we're done with this, there's one more thing I need to show. There's the text auto LOD CV folder. So in the beginning, you might think, yeah, you'll have to do this. Generate a list, and it's going to show you everything. It's not that much. So just wait for it. It's going to take a lot longer. So, yeah. For now, I'm just going to show you if I can get this to work the way I want it to. Right, for starters, I'm instead of just making it a square that's round, yeah, it actually auto bakes. I forget about that. I'm gonna put it around here, and I'm also gonna put it around here. Bing, bada, boom. Show it in the viewport, and it's also gonna start baking. Give it some time. It's not going to take too long. It's just flashing textures because that's how it bakes. It's nothing too crazy. All right, now that it's done baking, um, I'll say this. The reason why it like goes all black and stuff is probably related to the reason why the room is so dark is probably due to when you're baking. Always remember to change the room color if you don't like what you have already. Now, if you do like what you have, that's great. That's awesome. And nobody can stop what you believe in. But if you don't like it, I'd suggest not playing with that. There's also one more thing. There's when it comes to materials, we're going to just okay. We already have it selected, so unnoticeable. All right, yeah. So what I'm looking for exactly is the wood. This tarp plan. Is this it? This might be it. We're gonna go here to this, and we're going to change the roughness. That's not what I'm looking for. Didn't do anything about this wood plank rough. I'm just trying to look for a very specific type of wood. The one that, the one that you're seeing on the floor, I want to edit because it's pretty glossy, and that's not how it should look. All right, I found because in Yakuza Like a Dragon, it's not that glossy. It's like, kind of glossy, but you should definitely edit it because it's not like super duper ultra glossy. I'd put it at 0.2 if it was me, or 0.3. I think the best route is point 0.3 or 4 because you still get like the detail of the table. I'm actually going to go with around the default render, and then we can bake. There, bake in direct lighting. Let's let that look. All right, it was less than before. So now that we have that done, what we need is we need to look for batch file renamer for Windows. I'm gonna get mine for 11. So we'll get this one. How about that? So you're just gonna wait for it to download. Uh, Make sure you turn on downloading on that file. I'm just gonna check if it downloaded. Yes, it did. Back to downloading Tekken Tag 2. Just do the setup. Yeah, yada yada yada. There. Now we're just gonna run the utility. This is ancient. Um, so so we're gonna go to actually before we do anything else, we're actually gonna go back to the stage and we're going to go into that auto LOD table, not table, sorts. Okay, I don't think you can batch delete a certain type of texture. All right. So what we're going to do first is we're going to group these by type. And we're going to get rid of the DDS images just to make things easier. Nah, we'll remove them from your. You can just like recycle them if you don't care about modding, but you don't need these for modding. Uh, hmm. There's actually no L&M models. That's great. All right. So you don't need to delete anything unless you see L&M models. What you want to do though, we're going to find it here because it's probably where it is. Same apps, common, YAKUZA, runtime, media, data. We're going to scroll down to stage, Yokohama stage. We're going to look for auto LD, CV. And we are literally just, don't actually select everything actually. Yeah, just leave it all alone. Now we're just going to we're going to rename and remove. So here where it says name, we're going to choose remove. And then we're going to write the H. Remove that because we don't want it anymore. And yes. Hopefully this works. Let's preview it. Action name change. Is this what I want? How about we do it for about a few? Just to check it. Right. That's what I feared, actually. Now I don't know what file that was. Yes. So we're going to reverse all our changes. That's not good. So you want to reverse that decision. Pretty okay. Instead of that, then okay. Reverse isn't what we want it to do. Then fixed. We don't want that. So plus this and this as well. Remove it. Keep it. Um, how about we use the replace? We're just gonna remove this. Replace. Yeah. Replace. H. Yes, we're gonna use this. Yeah. So I'll leave this in the description. This is actually my first time using this. So yeah. Now that we have this, we can rename. Preview it first. Now we can rename. Boom. We're done. Now, the reason why we did that was because you can't import it regularly into Blender. Now let's go into Blender, external data, really can import the YAKUZA images. Now we're just going to find the auto LOD, and then we're just going to import everything. Boom. Now we have all the textures that we need. Let's see this in material preview. So you might be wondering what happened here and why certain things aren't loading in. Um, I don't know why it's pink. I think that might actually be like fucking a baking thing. Let's just delete the lighting cache. I don't. Yeah, it's the lighting cache. Um, uh, when it comes to lighting, I'd say just match the where the lights are. So actually, I'm gonna try doing that right now with the lamps. There's not much that really goes into this. For one, you just need to really match the lamp. Uh, you need to match the lamp height. That's the very first most important thing. The lamp width comes after that, and the lamp width. Okay, you got to view this from multiple angles while you're lighting these. That's the most important thing. So I'll make a copy of my sun. Control C, Control V it. So we'll actually hide our sun for now. So our sun 1 is actually going to be this. And yeah, we'll put it like this. And then we'll do it like there. Now we're going to change this from a sunlight to a spotlight. You can change the size, the blend. But hey, I like this. I might change the size as well. And I'll do this for all 4 of the front ones. Control V, G, Control C, Control V, D. Control C, Control V, D. There we go. Actually, I might even do it for the other ones. Because it's not hard. It's just like Control C, Control V. It's just really time consuming. I'll just tell you that. Render, like lighting each stage is pretty time consuming. I'll just tell you that. Because that's just how it is, I guess. It's how it is with everything in Blender. Yeah. So now that we're right, so we basically have this in there. We have some lights here. Let's show our original sun, and let's bake lights one more time. just to bake in direct lighting, just to see it one last time. Get used to having slow loaded CD loading because this stuff takes a while. Usually it's not this slow though. It's usually a lot faster. Okay, now I think that's why there's probably. I think the sun is like doing some extra stuff. I might just close the maps. We don't need this bulk renamer anymore. Probably won't need it for a long time unless you're going to like do another city stage like Kamurocho or Sojanbori or hell even Hawaii, which I haven't done yet. But yeah, so we're just gonna wait for this to bake and I'll show you guys how to import assets next, and then we'll be done with the video. How are we doing on time? Boy, another long one. This was not meant to be long, by the way. 38, 39, 40. I'm not going to play YAKUZA some in the background like I was thinking to. That's only just going to ruin everything. Yeah. It shouldn't take this long, so I'm going to try maybe scrolling out. Maybe I'll speed up this way. It's farther out, so then again, well, hey, it's actually working. Seemingly, actually. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 79, 80, 89, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98. Okay, we're done baking. I don't know what that little black circle is. It's the black circle before is still here, seemingly, but I don't know if it actually is. Uh, so I'll just put in a camera here just for the video. Yeah. Let's just put this here. What did I move? That wasn't a camera, was it? Okay, I just moved an actual part of the. There we go. Here. Let's just take a picture of survive. Film, transparent. I might do a little extra rendering just to make it look a little nicer. We're going to use nodes in the compositor. Compositor always. Image. We're going to play first. We're going to put color balance mode here. We're going to have maybe a bluish lift. And with the gain, I want to have orange. I'm in a judgment mood today. We already did that. Maybe I'll have a Kiwami green area. Nah. I could make this darker, but I don't like doing that a lot. There we go. Now we're also going to add a lens distortion because I love lens distortion. All right, dispersion, blah, 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 blah. I'm actually going to put that in 0.0025. Not visible. 0.025 instead. There. It's visible. Maybe a little bit too much. 0.010. Yeah, I guess it's a little bit noticeable, but yeah, that's perfect, actually. Uh, Here. So now that we have that in the game, now we have it in here, we're going to do one more thing, and we're going to show you how to import Yakuza 7 assets. So what you want to do is you want to go back to the files. In this data folder, you need to go to these where the actual files are, not the folders. You want to click this. You want to do asset par, and you want to extract it. Since I already did it, I'm not doing it again. So then what you want to do is you want to go to. I'll also put this in the link description. Uh, Assets. Yes, Universal RGG asset list right here. You want to go to the game that also make sure you read this first before you do anything else. Um, uh, but right here, you just want to search the game you want to get the game you want to get models from. So let's say you want to right now for 7. Let's say for example, um, let's say you want to get Ichiban's Hero Bat, the basic one. That's easy. So you just press Control F on Google Sheets, then you search up Hero. Now you just look for that, and it's most likely this one. ARM 085 MTL BAT BRBD WRZ, or it's Metal BAT BRBD WR. So we're going to use this one actually. So let's go. Let's go into the asset part that we just unpacked. Also, I'd suggest using Noesis on the asset part because there's textures in the asset part. Yes, so go here, just click on the asset bar and you're just wait for it to load so we can actually do the batch process. Tools, batch process. So I'm gonna take this, hopefully it copy pastes, yes. DDS, up extension PNG, folder batch elements, then boom. Now we just wait. Now we're going to look for what we saw here. Self-proclaimed heroes bat. We can search up ARM 0850. Let's do that right now. ARM 0850. There. Metal bat barbed wire. That's probably what it says. I don't fucking know. So what you want to do now is you want to import it. You want to put it near your camera. But you'll notice something immediately. Most likely. If you're pretty observant, you'll notice something immediately. Oh yeah, I forgot about the alpha. Yeah, let's show that. Alright, let's see this from the top. Where's the camera relative space? There. I'm actually going to change the focal length to be 22, maybe. Okay, we're going to move this. Boom. There. Now we actually have a pretty, I don't know what to call it. The only issue right here is that Ichiban's bat isn't textures. You see, even here, it's not. Okay, let's turn off the compositing. Yeah, you can see it's pink. It's just purple because of my compositing. Okay, so we're just going to relink import YAKUZA images, and we're just going to go to the auto asset par unpack, and we're just going to relink. See if it works, because it might not, because we're still doing this. Yeah, so if you want the results now, like immediately, it's going to take you little time. Well, as long as it takes for that to, oh, we already have it. There we go. There, it's Ichiban Kasuga's bat. There. There we go. I might crop this image in the thumbnail, but hey, now you know how to import assets from YAKUZA and how to import stages from YAKUZA. So thank you guys so much for watching. Tune in next time for part 7, where I will finally talk about animations. And I'm sorry I didn't talk about Kurokyo importing. I will actually make a separate series that will be a part of this same playlist. But I will make a sort of spin-off series on how to import other games models. Like, for example, Kurohyo, I was going to do that as part 6 instead of this. This was supposed to be part 7, actually. And what I'm going to do next, which is importing animations, was supposed to be part 9, because part 8 was supposed to be on Yakuza 1 and 2 HD PS3 models. Now, finally, when it comes now, actually, I don't have anything to say. I'll stop yapping. But I think after the animation video, I'll pretty much be done with this tutorial series. There isn't much else I have to show you, really. After that, you can really just. I'm saying really too much. After that, you can just, well, make your own renders from there on. It all comes with practice. You'll get better as time goes on. Trust me, I've been there. But once again, I just have to thank you guys so much for watching. And tune in next time. And for the probably last part of the series, I might make a video on importing. I might make another bonus video on how to import the assets that go into the layouts of like field or stages, or like stages. But otherwise, yeah, I'm done. I'm not gonna say thank you guys so much for watching again. I've said that 3 times, including this one. So bye. For real this